Is Travis Hunter that different? I mean, if you ask the right people, and depending on the day, they're going to tell you that he truly is. And Travis went to the NFL Combine and reminded everybody how different he is. Because one thing he wants to do is play both sides of the ball. But the question I ask is, which side would he actually be the most impactful? Well, ESPN analyst Mina Kimes chimed in, and when Mina speaks, I listen. If you don't understand how good and how much she knows ball, then I don't think you know ball yourself. So let's jump in and talk about Travis Hunter, where he may end up, as well as what he should play, in our opinion, here on the prime time for college football. All right, so the NFL Combine has been going on, and we talked about another video. You can check it out about Shedeur Sanders, because people are saying that he may be dropping in the draft, and I disagree. But I'm also not an NFL front office person, so these anonymous executives saying this, they may have their reasons, but I digress. We're here to talk about Travis, because the question is now being asked, what side of the ball would Travis Hunter be the most impactful? And of course, when he went through his interviews, the first thing that he let people know was that his goal is to play both sides of the ball in the NFL. Now, it's funny because I was listening to one of my favorite people, Bomani Jones, on The Right Time, and he pointed out that if he's going to play both sides, he needs to get 2 checks. Which, in the premise, I get it. I get exactly what he's saying, because he's going to be putting in double the load of anybody else, and you probably should get that check for it. But the pushback for Travis playing both sides of the ball has always been his size. He's considered slight, so he's got to put on some weight, but at the same time, he's 21 years old, so he should be able to. But here's Travis talking about what he wants to do.
They say nobody has ever done it for real the way I do it, but I tell them that I'm just different. I'm a different person.
So Travis says his goal is to play both sides of the ball because he's different. And I'm going to be honest, I think he's kind of spot on, because when you watch the highlights and the way he played in college, he was able to do it at the collegiate level, which we all know it's a different animal. Playing college ball is much different than playing at the NFL level. But man, he was able to play, and he was able to be effective on both sides of the ball. I mean, PFF had him rated in the top 5 grades in both wide receiver as well as corner. So we know he can do it. And so when they asked Mina Kimes what he could do, I think Mina's spot on with this take. Let's hear her, and I'll tell you what I think.
Well, there's definitely financial upside to playing wide receiver versus corner, and I'm sure that factors into things. And let me be clear, he is a very good receiving prospect, so I don't disagree with you. But I actually think he could be an all-pro as a corner, and pretty damn quickly, which is a wild thing to say about a player who has not stepped foot in the NFL. But let me tell you, his tape is wild. The athleticism, obviously, is what leaps off of it, both in terms of his long speed, the recovery speed, the change of direction. I mean, that pick was insane. The ball skills are extraordinarily, immediately one of the best corners in the NFL in terms of ball skills. But what really jumped out to me, Lewis, watching his tape, his football IQ, in zone coverage, his route recognition, the way he reads quarterbacks, it's pretty special stuff. And I just feel like he's going to come in and be an incredible pro from the jump.
So you heard her say it. She thinks he can be an all-pro corner extremely quickly in the NFL. And I 100% agree. So, I mean, yes, he won a Biletnikoff, 92 catches, over 1,000 yards receiving, double-digit touchdowns. So he killed it as a wide receiver. But what makes Travis Hunter jump out the most as a player is his instincts and speed at corner. Like, I mean, just the corner, the interceptions that he's gotten, some of them have come out of nowhere. It's where he's reading the zone and understanding. And Mina mentioned this, where the best placement is for his body in this zone setup. And then he breaks on the ball like that, like just fast. And that to me is what stands out about Travis Hunter's game in comparison to anybody and everybody else. He plays the game at a different level at corner to me in comparison to wide receiver. Wide receiver shows off his athleticism. Yes, we know he's athletic as hell and he can get to going. But when he's playing corner, I think that at corner, man, I think he's going to be way more effective in the NFL. And to be honest, even at his slight frame, it don't matter. All he's got to do is knock the ball down. right? Like Coach Prime himself, Deion Sanders in his prime, he wasn't really known for tackling. That was a running joke. He's going to push you out of bounds. That don't matter whenever you shut down one side of the field by yourself to where people don't want to throw to your side because they fear that you're going to find a way to see the eyes of the quarterback and you're going to be able to take the ball away from them. That, to me, jumps out way more than what you could do a wide receiver. And it's no shade to wide receivers. There's so many of them out there that can be effective. And it's all based upon your quarterback that's throwing you the ball, too, right? You got to get a quarterback that can get you the ball and let you play around in space. For Travis, on defense, I feel like he's going to be way more impactful at corner, and which is why I agree with Mina, just because of those instincts. That interception against TCU was absurd. That was the first time you saw Travis Hunter and you realized, oh, he really is different. And he just continued to do it over those 2 seasons at Colorado. Every time you looked up, if he was on the side of the field, man, teams were nervous. The pass breakups, the interceptions, like he was always finding a way. I mean, he got the game-winning forced fumble, right, in overtime against Baylor. How many corners out there causing fumbles at the line of scrimmage to get dubs? Like, he's going to put himself in positions. He's going to go for the hit, even if it may lead to an injury. If he's hitting, too big of a dude like, Derrick Henry, but he knows how to play it right and be able to be effective. So to me, I'm in the camp of if Travis Hunter really wants to show his value, play corner. Wide receivers make more money. But I think he can up the money on the corner side, mainly because if they do insert him at wide receiver, he's going to be another threat and people are going to have to watch him. Let me know what y'all think. Hop in the comments. I want to hear y'all thoughts. What position, if he has to choose one, which position would you prefer Travis Hunter picks to play in the NFL? He's going to be a top 5 pick. We ain't concerned about that. I'm just curious to where y'all think he's going to play. Love to hear from you all. All right, check out the last video we dropped. Talk about Shedeur. Talk about Travis. We're gonna keep this going through the draft, and we're gonna start looking at the roster there at Colorado for Coach Prime and see how they look. Marshall Faulk even talked about why he took the job not so long ago, and I thought that was very interesting. We'll have a video on that later this week as time permits. But yeah, where do y'all think Shedeur and where do you think that Travis Hunter is going to get drafted? Definitely want to hear from you all on that as well. If you've made it this far, hit that like and that subscribe button. Join the fam. We're gonna grow. We're up to 30,300 subs, which we really appreciate. We're going to do more stuff, especially for those that are members and those that have been supporting us this whole time. My guy TJ brought me on to jump on the camera instead of him. It was a big jump. I'm digging a lot. I've always followed Coach Prime. I've always followed what he's doing, and I love seeing what he's doing here at Colorado. And so we want to build this up and do more for you all. So let us know what y'all think. And what would you want to see more of? We want to hear from you all. We love the feedback. So, all right, we'll chop it up soon. Make sure that you sub. Check out the last video we dropped. We'll talk soon.